Hey guys. So, yeah, obviously the big thing to talk about with this chapter is that Izuku basically taps into the power of the third wielder of One for All, and the power itself is simply known as Fajin, which, as it's described, essentially grants Izuku explosive bursts of power. And if I'm being brutally honest here, it's one of those things that the reveal of Fajin is one of those things where, on one hand, I am happy that Horikoshi didn't pretty much go the time reversal route, but on the other hand, I almost it's one of those things where I almost want it. I almost pretty much wanted it. To pretty much be that now or something akin to it, because at least that would have gotten a bigger reaction out of me. Because with Fajin, it's it's one of those quirks where in both reveal and concept, it is probably the most underwhelming quirk in order to come out of One for All, and honestly, just the most underwhelming quirk to date we've gotten so far. And what makes it so is that makes it so for me personally is that unless the reveal of this quirk is meant to give an explanation like towards the idea that both the power that Izuku and All Might have been tapping into since the beginning of the series has been a small fraction of the third quirk this entire time, then it's really just a more heightened version of All for One's base enhancement power. Like there's really nothing overly special about it or anything that really stands out in at least when pretty much compared to all the other all the other like quirks all the other quirks from the pretty much other from the other holders, like especially compared to something like N Smokework or pretty much Bon Joe's Black Whip, or hell even pretty much the pretty much float quirk even Nana's float quirk. It's like Fajin is just a quirk that it is there and it exists. Like again, again, unless I'm misinterpreting it, and this reveal is meant to explain away the whole idea that again the quirk that the pretty much base power of One for All that they've been using that Izuku's been using this entire time has been from the third. But again, I don't know. Now, with that said, one thing I do like about the fight overall is how it is a good way to show off just how proficient Izuku is getting at using all these quirks in conjunction with each other, and it kind of and it does a good job at showing just pretty much how using these quirks in conjunction Izuku was pretty much able to in order to outsmart Nagant. Now, whether or not you like how it threw Nagant off, that'll be up to you. I guess I like it fine enough because it's using just a basic strategy often seen being used in media to throw off snipers. But I guess on the other hand, whether it works in real life to throw off a sniper is something else entirely. Like I think in real life, if you used something like that to throw off a sniper, you'd still pretty much end up dead. So yeah. Um, with that said, another thing to talk about with this chapter is we see the aftermath of the explosion, and that All Might did pretty much manage to like swerve and duck out just in time, like before the car itself exploded. And honestly, I just love this moment of seeing All Might like face down these thugs because it provides like the greatest amount of the greatest amount of reaffirmation for his character, that even though like All Might at this point is basically just an average person. He's no longer the symbol of peace. Even he doesn't have any powers. But despite that, despite everything he doesn't have, despite him not being the symbol of peace, despite him not having powers anymore, All Might, despite that, is still choosing to stand his ground, face those thugs head on, and to show that one way or another, he's going to survive to the end when he sees Izuku become the hero even he couldn't become. Like it really is like this little moment with All Might is in a lot of ways both an acceptance of his failures and even a rejection of his legacy. All Might sees an actual future for society in Izuku, one that not even one that might not even need a symbol anymore when all is said and done. And granted, while a lot of this moment does feel like an inevitable path towards All Might's death, it does feel also like the perfect setup for someone to bust in and save him. Plus, we pretty much don't even know what the hell is in that suitcase. Like, the suitcase that All Might has is like a Pulp Fiction mystery. Like, we were just saying, open the damn case, let's see what's inside the damn case. Although, again, just from the build-up we've gotten, we can assume it might be something that isn't just for Izuku, but might help All Might in this situation as well. And yeah, honestly, just in general, I pretty much love how pretty much despite not having. One thing I also love is that despite not having a quirk, despite not having powers, despite not being a single piece, All Might pretty much still has enough determination in it in order to have like a presence that will actually like strike fear into the hearts of villains. Like in this case, his determination was so raw, and he went in so hard that his determination alone actually pretty much scared the villains who attacked him. Like I kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie. Like just seeing All Might, who's just this guy, just this quirkless guy, just kind of stand up. It really does show just that anyone is capable of pretty much standing up to evil or whatever. If you have the right ideals, the right convictions about it. Um, and yeah, honestly, getting back to the fight, I'm going to assume at this point that with the final page of the chapter, this is the end of this fight, because I can't see it continuing beyond this point, and even if it does, I don't think that there will be much left of the fight to cover, because yeah, because as we know, like Izuku's whole plan with Nagant isn't to just defeat her. He actually wants to like he wants to take her like captive and question her. However, which again all sounds pretty good on the surface, but if I'm a betting man, even though Nagant is more or less guaranteed to be captured, I do get the feeling All for One has some kind of contingency already in place in case this happened. Because Horikoshi, like the thing with Horikoshi and where he's taking this story right now, is he's already beaten down Izuku and everyone else involved with his little search right now so much to the point where at best, I think what's gonna happen is Nagant will probably only be able to give them a small bit of information before All for One like sends some before All for One ends up like from silencing her in some way. Like that's the route I can see this going because Horikoshi, the way he's taking the story right now is he seems to be committed to the idea of beating Izuku so far up against the wall that he'll have no choice but to will pretty much turn to his friends or even just Aizawa, alone for someone like Aizawa for aid. Like that kind of feels like the general path progression we're going from here. Is that like even though this looks like a victory, something is gonna mess it up, or to the point where he's gonna have to make a decision of just what to do and pretty much where to pretty much take things from here. Um, but and again, hopefully, I'm hoping for a class 1A return, hopefully. But I'd also sort of like from just from Aizawa, honestly. Um, but yeah, guys, that's all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm on Twitter and on Crunchyroll. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications and be sure to share it around. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.